It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal, and the prop plane, Kenny Smith.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBAB. And David, yeah, he's special, DA, absolutely. Thanks. We're about halfway through the season, Smitty. At this point, how much can teams really improve?
I think if you have younger guys, you start to see those guys develop. Then also, if you have a lot of new guys, you see the chemistry start to form. And then a lot of times you can improve when you have guys coming back from injuries. A lot goes into a season. It's a roller coaster kind of effect, but it's good when you start to see teams put it together at the halfway point.
All about managing time, managing games, and injuries.
You're so true.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Bagley, Russell Westbrook out there with Will Barton, and then there's Steven Adams, and it's Middleton in at the small forward position. Van Vliet kicks to Thomas. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thomas got himself on the board with 3 there.
And guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Makeable shot for him. Number gets called, and he goes ahead and delivers.
About a minute played so far here in the first. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Now here's Middleton, guarded closely. Westbrook, no good.
Stumbling out of the gate a little bit, just 1 for 4 so far.
Pass to Mason. Westbrook with the steal. Now here's Bagley, guarded by Mason, and finished off by Bagley.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Ulis kicks to Van Vliet. Correa, the pass to Thomas. The dish to Mason. From deep, and Baltimore hits again from deep.
You can see there, the defender allows himself to get picked.
You know, it's all about effort. Sometimes you're going to get hit on hard screens. You just have to fight through them.
Here's Westbrook. And Adams with the slam.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
Here's Van Vliet, and Baltimore again with the bucket.
A beautiful bounce pass on the deck. He put it only where his man could get it.
Well, for Baltimore, their last game, a loss to the Magic in Orlando. Westbrook finds Barton. The Pistons rebound. Pistons passing it around. Fresh 24 for the Pistons. Shots good by Middleton.
Whether it's scoring, passing, or just acting as a decoy, his value to this team cannot be understated.
Correa, the pass to Ulis. Dishes it to Correa. Here's Thomas, and Baltimore again with the bucket.
Crafty move. He recognizes the size disadvantage, and the mid-range is close enough.
Right. No reason to take it all the way to the rack. Instead, take what the defense allows.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. Detroit shooting their first free throw of the evening. And the technical free throw is good. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
And we saw this from Bagley in college. He has very good touch around the rim.
Now, here's Ulis. Barton defending. Outside Thomas. Lets it go with a 3. That one, no good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Pistons. They trail by 1. Adams. Back to Barton. In the corner, Middleton with it. Over Thomas. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Baltimore on top, up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. The 5'9" Isaiah Thomas has made a career out of...
Ever since I was a little boy, I always...
Well, no question about it, Greg. Isaiah Thomas still plays with something to prove.
Definitely what drives him. I mean, hungry to show that he's a top player regardless of size.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through 1.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Baltimore, they've got Ulis. He's out there with Mason. Thomas is out there with J.J. Barea. And it's Van Vliet in at the 4.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Baltimore trails by 3.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Kicks to Barea. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Middleton's got 6.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Now the feed to Thomas. Over Middleton. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Pistons leading by 6. Shoots. The quick look, no good that time.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Van Vliet kicks to Mason. Barea against Adams. Left side Thomas looking to end the run, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 9. Michigan high school basketball, Steve, has produced a lot of great NBA talent. Yourself, Magic, Chris Webber, George Gervin, the Iceman, and some new great players now are in that category.
Yeah, the list goes on and on. When you start talking about the Derek Comans and the Spencer Haywoods and Jalen Rose, so many different guys. Now you have guys, Josh Jackson, also Miles Bridges entering into this league right now. Michigan high school basketball has produced a lot of NBA talent.
Van Vliet passes to Barea. He kicks to Ulis. 4 on the shot clock. Outside Thomas. A 3 ball. Bagley with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Mason against Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Barea kicks to Mason. Thomas passes to Barea. Back to Thomas. Offline with his 3.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
Pass to Bagley. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Mason. Baltimore trails by 8. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Thomas. Over Middleton. That doesn't go either for Thomas. Middleton on the wing. And so is Detroit in the driver's. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. It was a closely contested first quarter for Detroit. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. Defensively and offensively, they improved quite a bit in the second quarter, and they've got a nice 8.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Nice game. Great performance by Isaiah Thomas.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
On the court for the Pistons, we've got Russell Westbrook. Steven Adams is out there with Bagley. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Barton in at the shooting guard position.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Barton's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Pistons. Baltimore trails by 10. Mason kicks to Barea. The pass to Thomas. Ulis dishes to Mason. Over Westbrook. Mason misses. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to 10 on the bucket from Thomas.
The new head coach of Detroit is Dwayne Casey. They're lucky he was available. He guided the Raptors to a franchise best 59 wins last season, and he was the coach of the year.
Ulis can't get it to go. Pistons leading by 10. Barton right side. Inside. Outside Westbrook. Another shot. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. Timeout is called, first of the game for Baltimore. And it goes to show you that any coach can get fired. Casey, one of the most successful, highly regarded coaches in the league, and Smitty still got let go.
If you learn about all he's overcome, all the tough jobs he's worked in the past, you knew he'd take it on the chin and keep on trucking.
Mason kicks to Barea. Baltimore moving that ball around. Pass to Van Vliet. And here is Mason. Over Bagley. Mason misses.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Baltimore trails by 13. And Thomas has it in the corner. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Thomas got 5 points now in the quarter. The Pistons have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And there's the call on Tyler Ulis. That's his first foul. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now here's Westbrook. Defense right on him. Misses from close range. Barea with it. Westbrook picks him up.
And you can tell he's hungry because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Sometimes you want to send a message, and a message was sent. What a dunk.
Barton wide open. He fires. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
pure hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
And so he hits both. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Westbrook kicks to Middleton. Pass to Bagley. Here's Adams. And it's Van Vliet with the rebound. Baltimore trails by 9. Passes it to Mason. He tries for 3. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. Barea's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Barton outside. Kicks it to Westbrook. Over Mason. Westbrook with the bucket. Westbrook's got 14.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Detroit. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. They've got J.J. Barea. Ulis is out there with Mason. Then it's Thomas, and it's Van Vliet in at the 4 slot. Here is Mason. The pass to Barea. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Barton kicks to Bagley. Adams outside. Pass to Westbrook from deep. Baltimore with the rebound. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot. So much sharper, so much more efficient with this shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
Middleton against Thomas. He kicks it to Mason. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. When you look around the NBA, are there any small issues you think could grow into bigger issues, Steve, going forward?
Well, I think the one issue right now is what are teams doing at the end of the year versus trying to stay competitive and win games, or trying to look possibly down in the NBA draft lottery.
Right.
I think that's one of those problems that we have to address. I think also small markets, I don't think that's much of a problem if you have organizations in the forefront. Winning is in the forefront. I don't think whether it's small market or big market, guys do look at that as far as endorsements, but I don't think that'll be a problem.
Pistons leading by 9. Westbrook passes to Bagley.
And really the potential Bagley has is so exciting. Just an absolute menace on both ends. And you can tell he wants to be great.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And Baltimore calls time here. They trail by 11. 1:58 left to play here in the 4th. We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Russell Westbrook.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots, and also finishing strong.
They had not been playing very good basketball coming into this game. And that's when a team needs its star players to step up and stop the bleeding, just like he did tonight. Detroit, no good that time either. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Baltimore. 11-point game. Thomas kicks to Mason. 1:29 left in the fourth quarter of this one. He dishes it to Barea. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Pistons leading by 11. Barton finds Adams. Here's Bagley. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. That's 10 points for Marvin Bagley.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Pistons.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
You know, the story of this game was his offensive production. It didn't matter what the defense threw at him. He just found ways to counter and led his team.
Van Vliet kicks to Thomas. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Westbrook against Mason. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Pistons now. To the middle. Kicks it down to Middleton, and so Detroit takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were.
I got no rules, I count 'em.